the coming up, that shit, yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people was telling me, even my own family is telling me, like, nigga, do something, like, go get a job, you know what I mean? Like, just go do some regular shit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, I just always had it in me, like, I always, like, even when I was in high school, before I was even in Shoreline, I told niggas, I'm like, once I said I was doing this shit for good, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be a rapper. I was like, I don't care what happens, nigga. I don't care if I was like, if I'm not gonna be a rapper, I'm gonna be doing some other shit. I used to bullshit and say I'm gonna be a serial killer. I ain't gonna be no serial killer. I was just bullshitting back then. You know, I used to be like, if I ain't gonna be a rapper, but that's how serious I was about it. Like, nigga, it's either one or the other. You feel me? So I used to be like, nigga, this is what's gonna happen, and this is how it's gonna happen. So yeah, really, niggas just, I mean, stand with that mindset. It's hard though, bro. Feel me? You gonna have days where it's shit like. Shit not like as easy as, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit hard, bro. You gotta go through a lot of motherfucking hate. You gotta go through a lot of all type of bullshit. But you just gotta. It's really just about where you at up here. You feel me? You just gotta be strong up here, and like all that other shit don't matter. What you doing, everything that you do, and what you put out, you know what I'm saying? How you carry yourself, all that shit matters. But like everything that everybody's saying about you, you know what I'm saying, really don't matter. If it's good things, you can take it how you want it, you feel me? But like, if it's bad things, nigga, don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So just keep doing that shit. That's why I always been like that, you feel me? Even when there was niggas telling me, I performed in my high school rally, you feel me? And there was a bunch of people that like fuck with me after the high school. You know what I'm saying? They was like, oh man, like, nigga, I performed in front of the whole school. That was my biggest show until I was with Shoreline Mafia. Like, that was my biggest show today. I performed in front of 4,000 kids that day. You feel me? Like, everybody was coming to me like, yo, you should really do this rap shit. Like, you feel me? Niggas was telling me then. That's when I really kind of got, like, that rapper mentality. Like, all right, fuck, I can really do this. Like, you feel me? My stage performance was good. Everybody like, bro, you turned it up. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So it really started like that. And then, yeah, it was just after high school, it got like, you know, that's when it got like, it came down to people like, well, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? Niggas got out of high school, everybody like, what the fuck you finna do? You know what I'm saying? They got to get a job, all this shit. People going to college. People that I went to school with, damn near starting college. I'm still fucking around, you feel me? So I felt like, believe me, I felt like damn, nigga, I felt like a bum. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm like, damn, niggas going to school. Niggas is getting real jobs and shit. I'm like, and I wasn't trying to do none of that shit. I'm like, fuck. So I was like, I just had to keep doing this shit. I went to a little music school, trying to learn how to engineer a little shit like that. Ended up dropping out of that. And then I was just like, man, fuck that shit. So I just kept on with it. Then ended up fucking linking up with Shoreline. I ended up meeting up G-Eazy like at Rock the Bells a long time ago at this fucking, you know what Rock the Bells is? I used to study this rap shit, bro, like this hip hop shit, right? I really love this shit, like real talk, bro. Like this shit is me, you feel me? All of us though, really, we all really like love this hip hop shit for real, you feel me? Like all the way down to the tagging and all that other shit. Like niggas really do this hip hop shit for all four of us, you feel me? Rob, every single one of us. But oh yeah, boom. So we had linked at Rock the Bells, and then that's when I had linked with bro at Rock the Bells. And then we were in a group at the time. I just met up with bro, and then we started kicking it. And then eventually I ended up joining the group, like, 2-3 years later, I joined the group. And then literally, like, right when I joined, I think was like, I joined it like a perfect time, or I don't even know. It just like, shit just started happening, bro. Like, I joined, and nigga, I dropped Codeine Bryant. And like, Codeine Bryant was my first song. It was with G-Eazy. And nigga, that was like my first, like, nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, before that time, I had fans, but I ain't really had like no niggas I couldn't say they was fans, you know what I'm saying? They was like my supporters, my peoples, you know what I'm saying? I don't really call them my fans though, you know? So I'm like, I couldn't really call them fans. Like when I dropped that song with Codeine Bryant, I'm talking about like the next day, nigga, I had fans, dog. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this shit was crazy. You know, G-Eazy dropped this shit randomly at we had just got out of another studio session, and like, the homies like, oh, yo, G-Eazy just dropped fucking Codeine Bryant. Like, and like, it was my first song. That shit felt crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was doing numbers. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, this is some real, like, this is some rapper shit. You feel me? That's when it really started, like, okay, this shit started to kick in, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? This rap shit for real. So that's when I really got my little first taste of fans. And then, shit, after that, it was just like, they started, you know, going on the road, touring, and then we got signed. Then all that shit happened. We got signed and going to label meetings. That shit was crazy. Fucking labels telling us bullshit. I'm in label meetings falling asleep and shit. Like, I'm off the Zanny in label meetings, bro, knocked out. Like, nigga, that shit it was good times though, you feel me? Like, But they weren't talking about shit. All the labels that I was sleeping in wasn't talking about nothing. You feel me? No offense to those labels. I ain't gonna say their names, but yeah, they weren't talking about no type of money. So I was in that bitch sleep like, you feel me? And Atlantic though, shout out Atlantic. They was talking good shit. I was up in that motherfucking, and they let us smoke in there. Shout out Atlantic. They was like, yeah, you can smoke. I'm like, okay, good. I was in tune. You feel me? I'm like, what's going on? So Atlantic ended up being our choice though. Shout out Warner Brothers. I fuck with Warner Brothers tough too. You know, they was cool. They was real cool people. But yeah, Warner Brothers, we went to them, a whole bunch of other labels, you know. And yeah, shit. Really, and back to what you were saying, like about being comfortable. I'm not comfortable though. That's the thing. Like I'm cool with all this shit, but I ain't comfortable at all. You feel me? Like I'm always like that, bro. Like even when I signed my deal, I still didn't feel comfortable. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? I got money, but like, nah, like this can't. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta be more money. You feel me? Like it's gotta be more. Though I gotta like, no, I ain't comfortable yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nigga just still working. You feel me?